We've seen in many cases where people meet through social media, they become friends, lovers, and later they even get married. But in some cases, people cheat people, they take advantage of them, they even blackmail them. But these are all nothing compared to this amazingly rare case where a person's life has been taken. Let's see what the case is about. If we think about social media, the first thing that comes into our mind is Facebook. Meeting people through Facebook is common, but chatting with them, getting to know them, and later marrying them is a very difficult process. There is an app which allows us to overcome all this process, all this drama. It is Tinder. People who are looking for relationships connect through Tinder. I have seen many cases where people have met through Tinder and are living happily. But what if criminals use Tinder? Priya Seth is a Rajasthani girl and she was a very bright student. She was so intelligent. She scored above 90% in both her 10th and 12th graduation. Priya's parents were government college professors. They had one small dream, to see their one and only child, Priya, become a professor in a recognized university. But Priya, she had different plans for her life. So she always fought with her parents on this topic. One fine day, she decided to walk out of the house and started living alone in Jaipur. It's 2018. Priya is living alone in Jaipur. She gets a request on Tinder. It's from a guy named Vicky Bajaj. Of course, by seeing the name, Priya accepts the request. She chats with him for 3 months. After chatting with him, she gets to know that he is a big shot. He's a rich guy. So after 3 months, they decide to meet each other in person. Vicky Bajaj stays in Delhi. Priya stays in Jaipur. Vicky Bajaj comes from Delhi to Jaipur to meet Priya. Vicky, while coming, buys a costly whiskey bottle as a gift for Priya. Vicky comes in a car to Priya's apartment. Priya lives in an apartment in Malviya Nagar, where only upper middle class and rich people can afford to stay. Priya happily welcomes Vicky into her apartment. Vicky gives her the costly bottle as a gift, but she keeps it aside. There is no one else in the apartment except Priya. Vicky is really happy about it. They chat for some time. Suddenly, Priya asks Vicky to check on the TV as it was not working. Vicky goes towards the TV to check what's the problem. He finds the plug is not plugged in properly. Once he plugs it in, the TV ons. It's on maximum volume. He turns around towards Priya. There are 2 other guys along with Priya. Then Vicky realizes that she is not alone in the apartment. Vicky is scared. As soon as he turns, these guys start beating him. They tie his hands and legs. As the TV was on maximum volume, no one could hear Vicky screaming. Now you get the real doubt. Who this Priya really is. Priya is just a common girl and her parents are just common professors. But when Priya comes to Jaipur for higher studies, she sees her roommate leading a lavish life, luxurious life. The things and cosmetics she uses are very costly and expensive. Priya cannot even dream to lead such a lavish life. But after many days, she is shocked to know that her roommate is a call girl, a prostitute. Priya realizes that she can earn more money if she becomes a call girl too. She slowly changes her lifestyle and becomes a call girl and starts earning money. But one fine day, she gets caught in a sudden police raid. Through this incident, her parents get to know about her illegal activities. As usual, parents try hard to change her, to get her into the right path, but it it's just a waste of time. At this point, Priya realizes that she cannot depend on prostitution anymore. So she decides to change her plan to make money. Now Priya has two ideas. Idea 1. She opens a website for prostitution and creates a fake profile and starts uploading seducing photos and videos. She asks the people who contacts her through the website to book a room in a 5-star hotel. After meeting them, she asks them to pay in advance so that she can pay the cab driver. By giving such excuses, she would run away with the money. No one had the courage or interest in following her. If someone followed her, she would create such a scene and would falsely accuse them of raping her. Idea 2. She would ask the people who contacts her to get a bottle of whiskey. She would get them drunk and would blackmail them. If they didn't give her the money that she asked, she would create such a scene. She would call the police and would accuse them of raping. Her victims were all rich people with high status. They were afraid that their image will be ruined, so they would just give her the money. In a police interrogation, she has told that she has cheated more than 1,000 men. Vicky was among the 1,000 men, but in Vicky's case, it was different. She thought that Vicky was a big shot, a rich guy, so she planned to blackmail him and she could cut a deal for a huge amount. But what about the other two guys along with Priya? These guys were college-going students, and Priya, her age was 27. She was using them so that they could help her in these illegal activities. Now, coming back to the story, Vicky is all beaten up. His hands and legs are tied. These guys start beating him, start blackmailing him. They demand him for 10 lakh rupees if he wants to get out of this mess without any trouble. But Vicky tells, I don't have that kind of money. They start checking his pockets, where they find his car keys, his phone and his wallet. They switch off the phone. They search his wallet, where they find his ID. They are shocked to see that he is a resident of Jaipur and his real name is not Vicky. They start questioning him whether he is from Jaipur, what his real name is, if he is married, if he has children. Vicky tells, yes, I am from Jaipur. Yes, I am married. Yes, I have children. Priya becomes furious after hearing this. Priya thought that Vicky was a big shot, he's a rich guy, so she could blackmail him and cut a deal for a huge amount of money. Actually, before Vicky's arrival, these three would have consumed drugs and they were already tipsy from the drugs. In the middle of this, Vicky has cheated Priya, so Priya gets even more angry. Vicky came to the apartment at 9 o'clock in the night. It is already late. They put a cloth in Vicky's mouth and beat him again, from which they are tired and they all go to sleep. The next day, they'll switch on Vicky's phone. They'll call up Vicky's dad. They blackmail him and demand him for 10 lakhs. But Vicky's dad tells, I don't have so much money. I hardly have 2 to 3 lakhs. But he tells he could arrange 10 lakhs if Priya would give him some more time. Priya got still more angry. Vicky says that he'll arrange the money through his friends, but that didn't make sense because no one could arrange such huge amount in such a short time. For every failure call, Vicky was beaten up, but Priya's anger had reached its peak. Just kill him, Priya orders the two of them. They hold Vicky's neck and try to kill him off, but it doesn't happen. They take a pillow, they try to block his breath, but it doesn't happen too. Priya is furious. She goes into the kitchen, she gets a knife and hands it over to them. Then they just slide the knife through Vicky's neck and murder him. Vicky dies in Priya's flat itself. Vicky's phone gets a message that 3 lakh rupees has been deposited into his account. His dad has deposited the money that he had. They would have taken the ATM pin before killing Vicky. His dad doesn't know that his son is no more. At one side, Vicky's dad is arranging 7 more lakhs that is needed to save his son who is no more. But on the other side, Priya and her roommates are planning on how to dispose the body. They go out, purchase 2 suitcases to pack the body, but they'll pack the body with too much circus in 1 suitcase. They take the packed suitcase and they leave in Vicky's car itself at noon. They take Vicky's car, they go to an abandoned place in Jaipur. They throw the suitcase there and, like nothing has happened, they return to Priya's flat. Priya had to meet one customer who had contacted her through the website on the same day itself. Like nothing had happened, Priya gets ready and leaves. While going, she withdraws 20,000 from Vicky's account. She fools the customer using her usual tactics. She takes 20k from the customer and together with 40k, she returns to the flat. As soon as the blackmail call reaches Vicky's house, Vicky's wife informs her brother. Her brother informs the police. The police tracks Vicky's phone and they trace the ATM from where 20,000 was withdrawn. After getting the exact location, they go to Priya's apartment, they arrest her and her boyfriend. And after 2 days, they arrest the other guy. What happened to the suitcase? The suitcase, which was in the abandoned place, was noticed by some people. They informed the police. The police arrived at the place and tried to open the suitcase, but it was difficult as the body had swollen inside. They break it open. They are shocked to see a human body in that condition inside a suitcase. Later on, the body is identified as Vicky by his dad. On July 2018, a charge sheet was filed on Priya and her roommates. From this case, we can learn that we meet some great people online, but if our luck is out, we meet toxic people, we meet criminals. It's our responsibility to stay cautious when we meet unknown people in this online world. Thanks for watching, and I'll meet you guys in the next video.